Hey, what's up? This is Antoine here. For this video, I've been taking a look at the new Supreme stuff. Very recently, the SS17 stuff dropped, both the lookbook and the kind of shots of all of the items that are coming out this season. So of course everyone's been trawling through them, finding out their favourite pieces, kind of like working out the things that are going to be the most hyped and resell for the most and all that kind of thing. So I thought I would do a very similar thing myself. I went through everything in the collection and I've put together a little list of my top 5 things that I think are the coolest this season. Now, I am going to confess here that I'm not really much of a hype beast, not really into heavily branded, heavily logoed clothing, but nonetheless, I did pick out some things that I quite liked, some things that I think are quite cool, so I'm not going to faff about anymore. Let's get right into it. This is an alphabetical order, by the way, not in terms of preference, just because I can't really work out which ones I like the most and which ones I don't, so I'm just kind of putting them all in here. They're all equal as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so first up is the Alpine Sweater. Yeah, I think this is really, really cool. I like it a lot. I've not really seen too much knitted stuff from Supreme that I like before, but this one I think is an exception. This one specifically, really, really like the colours, that kind of white, kind of cream and turquoisey kind of combo. I think is really nice. Branding is quite subtle as well. I think this will look really nice, kind of oversized with a pair of jeans, that kind of thing. Very, very easy to wear, I think. I'd say it's kind of quite wintry because it does have that alpine look about it. So I would say this is maybe better for an autumn-winter release as opposed to spring-summer, but I'm not going to complain. Hopefully this thing won't be too hyped, so I might actually get it. Because yeah, I think this is really, really cool. I like it a lot. Second of all, the poster child for the collection, the Cowboy denim work jacket. Again, I think this is really, really cool. It's very bold, obviously. It's very brash. Not the easiest thing in the world to wear. I think it's good to have something that's a little bit out there sometimes, you know. Yeah, you're not going to throw this on every day and walk out of the house with it. It's a little bit of a unique piece, quite a special item. Might also end up being quite expensive as well because it is kind of a piece of outerwear. But yeah, again, I really like it. I think it's a very interesting piece of clothing. I think they picked this to be the poster child of this collection for a reason. The Die Crewneck. Now this kind of mustardy yellow one, not really much of a fan of. But there is another picture which lists all of the different colours, and I do like a lot of the ones that are in here. I think the green is really nice, the pink is really nice, the brown I think is really cool also, and there's a kind of off-white one on the right hand side as well, which I think is really, really cool. In fact, I'd say all of them apart from the yellow one, which they made the kind of face of this little set of crew necks, I actually really like. So I would be happy wearing any of these. Again, I think a nice oversized fit on these would be really good. Very minimal branding as well, which I like. Yeah, what more is there to say? They're quite plain jumpers, but I think the colours are really, really nice. They're not something that you see too often, to be honest, that kind of vintage wash, fade type thing. Yeah, I think it's really good. So I would definitely go for one of these. I think I would be very keen on picking one up. Probably, I think the kind of turquoisey colour is my favourite, but the off-white one as well I also really like. Now, I know I said I didn't like heavy branding, but hear me out on this one. I think these look super cozy. They remind me of the Our Legacy tees and long sleeves and stuff, which came out I think last year. Did actually do a little review on those, so if you want to check that out, that's, you know, back in a previous video. The kind of terry finish on these I think is going to be really, really cozy. Makes them look a bit unique as well. They're a little bit different to your average Supreme number. Personally, I think the white and the black ones are the best. I'm not 100% sold on that mint one. I think it's a little bit girly. And the red one, I don't really like red stuff at all. So that's not really for me. But yeah, the white and black ones, I really like the contrast detail with the white. Black, you know, standard all black number, pretty much goes with everything. And yeah, I think they just look super cozy and really nice to wear. So that definitely gets some points in my book for that reason. There's quite a few different ones as well. There's also a logo stripe terry crew neck, which is kind of less branded in a way because it's very tonal. It's kind of got Supreme branding like all over it. But yeah, it doesn't kind of stick out quite as much. So that one is also cool. There's some shorts as well, I think. Possibly even t-shirts. in this kind of terry material. So there's quite a few different things to choose from. They've gone big on the terry stuff this time, but I think that's good. I think it looks really nice. And finally, we have the vertical logo crew. Yeah, again, this one is quite heavily branded, but I've not seen anything with that kind of vertical branding before, so I think it's really nice. The one that they kind of picked out as the first one to show is the grey one, which I think is quite cool. It does kind of remind me a little bit of toothpaste though, so maybe a little bit suspicious of that one. But I can kind of spy in the middle of all of them. There's a kind of green and pink type one that's mostly white. I think that one looks really, really nice. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for that one. I think that's quite a unique combo. It's got quite a kind of like 80s, 90s sort of retro feel, I think, with that vertical stripe. And yeah, just not something you see too often, so I think that's going to be, it's a little bit different, but then quite easy to wear, and it's got the obvious Supreme branding as well, so everyone will know you're a cool hype beast and all that kind of thing. But, you know, it's just a little bit different to your standard box logo, so yeah, I think it's really nice, and again, another thing that I will be keeping my eye on this season. And one more bonus one, just because it doesn't really count as clothing because it's an accessory. This is one of the accessories from SS17, the Supreme Keyblade. No, not the one from Kingdom Hearts. This one is, well, as you can see, it looks like a key, and then it folds out into a teeny tiny little knife. I think this is a pretty cool idea. I've never seen one before, although I did actually have a little look on eBay. Turns out you can buy very similar ones for like £3, so it's not a novel idea. However, I do like the concept. My only concern with this would be that the Supreme text would rub off if you keep it on your keys. So that is definitely something to bear in mind. It does kind of look like that could scratch off quite easily and then kind of lose its value. It's not really, you know, the whole point of this is that it has Supreme branding on. But anyway, I really like the concept. I think it would be kind of cool to have like a little craft knife that you've got with you all the time. Or, you know, if you're out on the road, you want to stab some dudes up. And you want to stab them with a blade that's like that big, then by all means go for it. I mean, you'll probably get beaten up, but whatever. So that's pretty much it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe you agree with me on at least one of these things, or maybe you totally disagree and you think that I have terrible taste. If you do think that, then please let me know in the comments. I would very much like to hear what you guys thought was some of the best things this season. I'm sure there's some kind of things that I've underrated or missed because there are a lot of things in this collection. But as I say, I just picked out a couple of things that I thought were really cool. So if you've got some others, feel free to let me know. Please leave me a like if you enjoyed this video. It is super helpful and it makes me feel happy and special inside. And that is pretty much it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.